How's it going, everybody? So, y'all may remember I did a reaction to the band Liliumdust with their song Sway not too long ago. Well, it was a little while ago. Very interesting song. It was a little difficult to get a real read on them, in my opinion, based off that song alone. They just recently released a new single here. This one's called Phoenix. I've been really curious to check it out, to see if I can get a better sense of what to expect on their upcoming album. I'm not quite sure of the date yet, but I know it's in the works here. So let's dive on in and see what we got here with this new song, Phoenix, from Liliumdust. Rangers, go. So right away, I'd forgotten a little bit about the previous song that they released, Sway, that I had listened to, did a reaction for. But as soon as they started, I remembered that her voice, so unexpected. That her voice is incredible. That operatic, oh man, it's so good. I remember the same thing last time. I was not expecting it, and this time I'd forgotten again. And so when she starts singing, I was just like, where's that coming from? It's just so good. Like, I just not expecting it. So again, her vocals are just top notch, top notch. I dig them big time. That operatic, oh, so good. The music, you know, I feel like this is gonna sound very similar to my critique or whatever reaction to their other song, Sway. I did like this song better, I will say that. I did like this song better than Sway. It had more elements that I kind of, really enjoyed. But very interesting band here. I guess they're definitely like a dark goth symphonic metal band, but the symphonic elements are somewhat minimal. There's some of that keyboard going, and there's some in the background going, and during that one portion, I kind of like that thing where it's like, it was just pretty cool. Kind of got me amped and whatnot. That section's pretty tight. But yeah, they're very interesting. Their songwriting and the arrangements and whatnot. It's very, it's not really melodic or anything. It's kind of, it's just very interesting because it's tough to really kind of get on board or to get really hooked into it or hooked onto a particular melody or anything, because there isn't really any melodies per se. It's just really, really hard to explain, but it's just kind of like the music and stuff is there and they're kind of changing from section to section, but there's nothing that really, continues throughout like the whole song to where you can really kind of just get on board with it, or to where you know what to expect next, so that that where you just don't really know what to expect next, as far as the music goes, or even like the lyrics and the lyrical melody. It all just kind of is, and I'm not saying it's bad, because each section, sounds good, but it's just, there's no consistent like melodies or anything like that. So it's just very, very interesting the way that they craft their songs in that fashion. So, I feel like they're a very difficult band to do a reaction to, first time listen, because it doesn't necessarily sound like a mess, but it just doesn't sound like there's any real like cohesion between all the different sections, of the song and whatnot. So I feel like this is the kind of band where you have to listen multiple times to really kind of grab everything and kind of fit it all together, in your head, at least for me. I mean, a lot of y'all might be out there and be like, what's this dude talking about? Like, I was following this bad boy easily from beginning to end. This dude has no idea what he's talking about. And that may be, that's highly likely, because a lot of times I have no idea what I'm talking about. So, but for me, it's just, I feel like this band really takes additional listens, to try to really fully put it all together and figure out kind of the different motions and whatnot throughout the song. Because first time listening, I feel like it's difficult. But that being said, I did like this song better than Sway. This one had more elements that I could follow, and more sections that I kind of liked. And, with that keyboard going, and then at the end there was really cool with the keyboard. And like I said, I love those moments where it would kind of hit and then do the music and then hit with almost like a cinematic kind of thing that was really cool. So yeah, very interesting. They're clearly very talented. I do like the guitar work, the keyboard work, and the vocals is phenomenal. Just the song structure, I have a hard time with. But that's just me. I'll have to give it some more listens. But I did enjoy this one. There were some sections that I definitely was on board with. Again, I struggle a little bit with the song structure, but let me know what you all think in the comments down below. Do you agree with me, or were you on board from the rip? How do you feel about this group here and their song structures, the way they kind of arrange the music? I'd love to talk about it. Very, very interesting group here, but yeah, they got an album on the way, so we can look forward to that and see kind of how everything fits together. That'll be definitely interesting. So that's what I got for y'all today, and I'll catch y'all next time. Ranger, out.